Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist for Physiofunction, and I'm going to be taking this level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So today is the 4th week in our cardiovascular series, so we're going to be working today on lower body exercises with a cardiovascular focus. So as we have in previous week, doing repeated movements for short bursts of time with short rests, to try and get that sort of cardio focus. We're going to be working through each exercise at a time, where we do 3 rounds of each exercise before moving on to the next one. So for those of you who haven't joined us before, level 3 classes are designed for individuals who have reasonably good movement in their affected leg, but may have some restricted movement in their affected arm. The class is a combination of seated and standing exercises. So for your standing exercises, just making sure you have something sturdy to hold on to for balance. So this could be a kitchen bench, a sturdy upright table, or a sturdy chair. And please be aware, it is a requirement for these classes that you do have someone there to supervise you for safety. Okay, so let's get started. Sitting nice and tall in your chair with your feet flat on the floor underneath your knees. Find that lovely upright posture. So imagine somebody's got a hot air balloon tied to the top of your head and they're drawing your spine up nice and long. Take a nice big breath in and out here. Big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's start by doing some nice big shoulder rolls backwards. Up, back and around. Really trying to think about getting some mobility to these shoulders. There's a bit of creaking and crunching, that's okay, as long as it's not painful. Good. And then let's change direction. Big shoulder rolls forward. Keeping that lovely upright posture. Nice. And then this time let's go backwards. Try and get our arms involved a little bit if you can. Good. And then forward. Again, just joining in with your affected side as much as you can. Good. And then let's bring our hands together, holding them in front, and reach those arms forward. And then pull them back. Reaching them forward and pulling back. Good. That's it, forward and back, lengthening through those arms. Good. And this time let's reach forward, and if we can, we're going to raise up just to where it's comfortable and down, bring them back in. Reach forward and up just to where it's comfortable. You're never pushing into any pain here with your shoulders. Forward and up, then back down. Good, let's do 2 more. Good. Last one. Lovely. Let's pop those hands down on that right knee. Turn from your waist to look over your right shoulder. If it's available, you can open up that right arm. Big breath in and out here. Back to the middle. Hands move to the left knee. Turn to look over that left shoulder. If it's available, open up that left arm. Big breath. Back to the middle. Hands on the right knee. Turn and open. Option to open that right arm out if it's available. Back to the middle. Hands on the left knee. Turn to look over the left shoulder. Option to open that left arm out. Good. Back to the middle. 1 more each way. Go to the right. Turn and open that arm out. Good. And then to the left again, option to open up that left arm. And then back to the middle, hands on your knees. Let's grow tall, squeeze those shoulder blades back and down, lengthen through your spine. And then reach those arms away as you round your back. Option to drop that head, chin to chest. And then grow nice and tall, squeeze those shoulders back and down, lengthen through your spine. And then reach those arms forward. Option to drop your head, chin to chest. Good, let's do 2 more. Shoulders back and down, lengthen through the spine. And then reach those arms forward. You can always drop that head. 1 more, nice and tall, shoulders back and down, lengthen through that spine. And then arms forward, round that back, option to drop that head. And then find that nice position in the center. Okay, let's start by doing some heel taps forward. So you're going to tap those heels, straighten those legs, digging those heels into the ground. Getting a bit of movement to those legs. Lovely, guys. Keep heel tapping, alternating, right and left. Good, keep it going. Nice steady pace. Fantastic. Okay, now let's side tap. You can always add arm reaches if you'd like to. Reaching across our body. Again, we're just gently mobilizing, warming ourselves up here, preparing ourselves for exercise. So just take your time. Don't go rushing too quickly. Good. Okay, and let's just finish with some marching now. Marching on the spot. So we're just moving ourselves, again, getting our heart rate and breathing rate up for the exercise that's about to come. So as well for this class, I want you to think about monitoring your levels. So you're trying to find a sustainable pace within each circuit that you do. So you should be able, and like I say with now, you should be able to breathe and we should be able to breathe, we should be breathing all the time. We should be able to speak and maintain conversation with short sentences. If you're struggling to get your words out, you're working so hard that your breathing's preventing you from talking, I want you to slow it down. So either stop, have a bit longer of a rest, take the pace right down until you can speak. So we should be working at a moderate level. Think of that more like 5 to 6 out of 10 if you're thinking about intensity. Rest your legs there, well done. Okay, so we're going to come into our first exercise. So I'm going to go through them each time. We're going to have 30 seconds work with 30 seconds rest, 3 rounds, and then a minute between each exercise. The first one you're going to do is in standing. So I want you to be standing, holding onto your supports. This could be a chair, kitchen bench, steady table. Just make sure it's stable and your supervisor is nearby. We're going to be doing high knees. So again, think about nice upright posture, lifting those knees up one at a time. So we're thinking about maintaining a pace, raising those knees up as high as you can, okay? But making sure you're safe and you're steady. So if you can't get them all the way up, then I just want you to think about raising them up as high as you can, keeping that control, okay? If throughout this circuit that gets a bit much and you need to have a seated active recovery for 1 round, you can come to sitting and practice doing those high knees in sitting. Okay, so that's your seated option. Okay, everybody, are we ready? Get yourselves in front of your support. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. High knees. Okay, again, remember, finding that pace that you can sustain. Good. Really thinking about keeping that tummy tight as well, that posture nice and upright. 5 seconds. And stop there. Okay, so remember, you can grab a drink if you need one. Have a seated rest. Or if you can, just have a standing rest. Got 30 seconds before we go into our next or same exercise again. Okay, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. High knees. Lovely. Sit nice and upright, finding that sustainable pace. Good, guys. Lovely, keep it going. 5 seconds. And rest. 30 seconds rest. Get a drink if you need one. Remember, if you need, you can go on to a seated knee raises for that active recovery. If you need to for the next round. If not, you're going to stay with me doing my standing ones. Okay. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. High knees. Good. Awesome, guys. Keep it going. That's it. You're nearly there. Get a bit longer of a rest this time. And stop there. Lovely. Okay. Grab a drink. Have a seat. Okay, if you need one. The next exercise we're going to do, I'm going to show you facing forward here, but you can do it obviously holding on with both hands if you need. We're going to do a sumo squat. So feet for sumo squat a bit wider than hip width apart. So for a normal squat, we'd say about hip width. This one we're going to go a little bit wider, okay? All I want you to do is be mindful of where your toes are pointing. Try and make sure they're equal, the weight is equal between both legs. We're going to do a squat. We're going to squat, down, and up. Now what I want you to be mindful of is that your knees aren't dropping in, okay? We want to keep the knees out over our toes. We're sitting back, same as we normally would in a squat, but we're pushing our knees out so they're in line with our toes, okay? If this is really difficult for you, bring it a bit narrower and just do a normal squat, okay? Right, so get yourselves ready. So remember, feet are slightly wider. We're here. Same thing, you sit in your bottom back, letting those knees bent. So I'll do it facing this way first and then facing forward so you can just see. Ready? I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So my feet are pointing slightly outwards. That's just the way my hips like to go. But I'm just making sure I'm pushing my knees out so that they're not dropping in. I'm still sticking my bottom back as if I'm sitting down and squeezing it to come back up. You can have your feet facing a bit further, pointing forward. Just want them to try and be nice and even and knees are over the toes. Good. Okay. Oops. Stop there, have a rest. Okay, so I'll go this way this time. Okay, so feet can be a bit wider, or if you want, you just do your normal squat. We're just focusing on keeping our knees out over our toes and our weight is equal through our feet. Okay, so we're going to go in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So again, you're keeping your chest upright. Keep looking forward, finding something in front of you to focus on. Sit your bottom back, keep your weight equal. You notice my knees are coming over my toes, okay? And my weight, I'm keeping it central. over my feet. So remember, keep holding on to your support. My chest is up, my head is up. Good, and stop there. 30 seconds rest. Last round, okay? But remember, if you want to, you can come back to that normal squat with feet a bit narrower. Your legs don't have to be as wide as mine. They could be just outside your hip width. Find what's comfortable for you. I've got quite long legs, so my legs look like they are quite wide apart when I do this. Okay, you ready? Gonna go 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last round, off we go. Sumo squats. Good. Sticking your bottom back, keeping that head up. Lovely. Good. Well done. Keep it moving. Nearly there, and stop there. Fantastic. Okay, get a drink. On to our next exercise. So we're now going to go into side stepping. So, holding onto your support again, but I'm going to show you facing forward firstly. We're going to step to the side, back together, to the side, back together. Alternating each side, okay? So that's the exercise. I'm going to show you this way because I'll be holding on to my support, side to side. Okay, remember again, if you need a bit of an active recovery in sitting, you can do the same thing in sitting. Side and together. Okay, so pick an option that works for you, that's a challenge, but that you can sustain. And again, you could go and do a bit of a combination if you'd like to. Okay, so we're going to go in 5 seconds. You can do this way as well. 3, 2, 1. Side stepping each way. Okay, so we're just moving side to side. I'm going to come sideways. Good. We're trying to really as well make sure that the weight shifts side to side. Try and keep nice equal steps. And again, you can just be moving at a pace that is, you want it to be sustainable. So you want it to be controlled and steady. Good, one more. And rest. Okay, 30 seconds. So be mindful of where your weight is. You need to shift it back off the leg that you're stepping. Okay, so it's a really good one for practicing that weight transfer side to side. Lovely. Okay, got 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Side to side. Good. Lovely, guys. Keep it going. Fantastic. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, got one more round. And then we've got our next exercise. We've got 2 exercises left after this one. So again, grab a drink if you need one. Remember, if you need to do a bit of an active recovery this round, then you could do it in sitting. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, holding on. I'm just going to come to the front here to demo from the side to side. Good. Support in front. Lovely. Keep it going. Lovely work, guys. Nearly there. One more. And stop there. Fantastic. Okay. The next one we're going to do is a back step and option to add a reverse little lunge. So you're going to stand up at your support, holding on, weight essential. You're going to step back Option to a little knee bend if you want to, and then step together. Other leg back, little knee bend, back together. So the little knee bend is optional, so the little lunge is optional. You could just practice stepping back, alternating, focusing on really extending that hip. So pick an option that is a challenge for you, something that is achievable but challenging, and also just make sure you're safe. Okay. Again, if you wanted to pick a seated option for this one, you need a bit more of an active recovery. You can just heel and toe it forward and back. Heel and toe, change. Okay, so that's a seated option if you need a bit of active recovery. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're back, step, option to add the little lunge. Or remember, you could just be doing the step back. Good. Lovely. Well done, everybody. Finish the one you're on. Lovely. Okay, have a rest. Try and think about what leg you finished on and start on the opposite. To try and keep it nice and even through the rounds. Get your breath back. We're going to go in just about 10 seconds time. Nearly there. One more exercise after this one. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Stepping back. Option to have that little lunge if you want to. They don't have to be big steps either. Remember, you could just be here if you wanted, practicing on that hip extension. So pick whatever is a challenge for you. Remember, you can always progress between the levels. If you come back and do this class another time, lovely, and stop there. Then you might find that you want to pick a slightly more challenging option. It depends where you're at, okay? Fantastic, okay. One more round of these, then our last exercise. Awesome work, everybody. 10 seconds. Okay, gonna go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good. Keep it moving. Keep that head and that chest up. Fantastic. Keep it going. Lovely. Nearly there. Last one. And rest. Fantastic. Get a drink again. Got 1 minute rest in our last exercise. So for this last one, we're going to be doing a box step. So I'm going to show you facing forward, but you can obviously hold your support. We're going to step forward, forward, back, back. If you can, we're going to try and alternate which leg we're stepping with each time. So it's a real balance challenge for you. Okay? If you wanted to do, again, a seated active recovery, you can do the same thing in sitting. Forward, forward, back, back, alternating. Okay? So that's your seated version. So whichever one you pick, again, you can be here, forward, forward. Just try and keep yourself moving. It doesn't have to be this quick. It could be quicker, it could be slower. Keep those knees soft. Okay? We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Forward, forward, back, back. If you can, try to change your legs each time. coordination challenge. Moving at a pace that works for you. That's it. Nearly there. You can just revert and stop there. If you want, you could always just revert to marching on the spot. Okay, it's getting a bit of too much of a coordination challenge, but just see how much you can do. If you can always do one way one round, the other way the other round, okay, and then work towards that coordination. Okay. Really nice, guys. We're nearly there. 2 more rounds, then we're done. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Forward, forward, back, back. Changing legs if you can. That's it. Keep it going at a pace that's working for you. Good. Fantastic. Stop there. Good. We're going to do one more round and then we are done. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, guys, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Forward, forward, back, back. Good. Keep it going. Fantastic. And stop there. Well done. Awesome work, everybody. Right, so we're going to start our stretches in standing. So just grab yourselves a drink if you need one. Okay, so let's stand nice and tall. Step our right leg back, so both feet are pointing forward. Okay, a little bit apart. Let's bend that front knee. Keep the heels down, okay, until you feel a stretch above that right ankle at the back of it in your calf muscle. Keep that chest and head up. We're just going to hold that there. Nice big breaths. Really nice. Okay, and then we're going to swap legs. So right leg forward, left leg back. Both feet pointing forwards, heels are down. Let's bend that right knee until we feel a stretch in that back calf muscle. Hold that there. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Step the feet together. So this time we're going to step our right leg back again. Okay. The heel can be off the floor, but we're going to bend both of our knees just a little bit. I want you to think about tucking your pelvis as if you're tucking your tailbone between your legs and sinking that back knee down just a little bit until you feel a stretch down the front of that right thigh. So really think about tucking your pelvis, squeezing your bottom, as if you're pushing your knee back for your hip forward. Just hold there, feel that stretch. Good. Lovely, okay, straighten your legs, step them together, opposite one. Step the left leg back. Again, both knees are a little bit soft. Think about tucking that tailbone under until you feel a stretch in the front of that left thigh. Again, you can think about squeezing your bottom on the left. Think about pushing your hip bone forward. Hold for that stretch. Good. And then relax. Okay, come down into sitting. So sit towards the edge of your chair. Straighten out that right leg on the floor. Okay, hands on the bent left knee. You're going to sit tall, then hinge forward at the hips until you feel a stretch down the back of that straight leg. And just hold that there for a stretch. Lovely. Good. And let's change. Straighten the left leg out, right leg bent, hands on the right knee, so the bent one. Sit tall, hinge forward at the hips so you feel a stretch down the back of that left leg. Hold that there. Lovely, guys. Well done. And sit back up. Okay, let's all take a nice big breath in. Option if you want, you can reach your arms up. Breath in. And out. Do one more, big breath in. Good. Give yourselves a clap, a pat on the back. Well done. Thank you again for joining me for this level 3 different strokes exercise class. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a thumbs up below. If you've got any feedback or comments, please leave them below or send a message to the Different Strokes Charity Facebook group. Remember, there's loads of other classes on the Facebook group and the Different Strokes UK YouTube page, so please check them out. We always recommend that you do at least another 2 to 4 classes a week to get the most out of these classes. Okay, remember we're trying to aim for that 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity exercise. So these are a great way of hitting those goals. Okay, guys, have a great week. Look after yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.